Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, Thank you very much for the moderator for the opportunity. In this very nice opportunity, I would like to present my research entitled English Language Education Study Program Student Translation Ability in Translating Narrative Text with the author Cindy Kusuma Pertiwi, Yusuf Al-Arif Emhum, and Emma Rosana Febrianti. I take this research because ideology is important in translation. Ideology is used as a basic reference in translating a text. Why ideology is important? Because there are cultural problems that commonly arise in translation related to cultural difference between two languages that being solved. The strategy used by a translator to face the cultural problems can be determined by their ideology itself. Newmark in Nugroho et al. In 2009, page 8, says that the choice between communicative and semantic is partly determined by the ideology towards social or individual, that is, towards the mass leadership or towards the individual voice of the next procedure. The choice is implicitly presented as ideological. A translator faces two choices wherever he or she is oriented to the target reader or text the text with all aspects in it. There are two contradicting tendencies called domestication and foreignization. In this research, the research question is, what is students' ideology in translating narrative text entitled Mari Kundang? And for the research objective is to find out students' ideology in translating narrative text entitled Mari Kundang. And for their significance, hopefully the students are able to choose and use ideology when translating text correctly and precisely according to translation needs. And for the review of literature, in general, translation converts a text from one language to another without changing meaning or occur in the source language, according to Catford in 1965, page 20. Translation is a process replacing textual material or stored language into equivalent meaning in another language. In translation, ideology is needed as a basis reference in the translation process. As presented by Hapin and Mason in 1997, page 144, ideology is an assumption, a belief, and a value system owned by a certain community or a social group collectively. Community in 1995, page 20 until 21, said that there are two translation ideologies, namely domestication and foreignization. In Monday, in 2001, page 145, said that domestication is the transfer of culture value from source language to target language to reduce the foreignness. On the other hand, foreignization is a method of making the source language cultural value more prominent and visible to target language readers. Knapp and Watkin in 2005, Gerard and Wicknell in 1994 said that the narrative text is a type of text talking about a series or event that happened to a person or a character. To move to the research methodology, in this research is using descriptive quantitative approach, and the population and sample is 20 students of English Language Education Study Program, but 2018 of Lambung Mangkurat University. The source of the data is translation result of narrative text entitled Mari Kundang from Indonesian language into English. And for the instrument, the instrument test which is strengthened with interview, and the data collection is test translating narrative text entitled Mari Kundang from Indonesian language into English, continue with interview. And for data analysis, the data analysis will be translation results will be analyzed by using classification rubric. And this is the classification rubric. And the next is finding and discussion. The data was taken from 20 students who asked to translate narrative text entitled Mari Kundang. There were 10 cultural terms that were contained in the text. And for the research finding, from 10 word and phrase that contains in the narrative text which translated by 20 students, the researchers found that students use domestication ideology for 170 times and for the foreign ideology 27 times. And for the discussion, from the results of the test and the interview, it was found that 86.5% students would choose to use the domestication ideology in translating the text. For example, when translating the word tablet by using the domestication ideology that is oriented to the target language, to translate that word into killer, persistent, and command, the reasons were it will be easier for the reader to understand the meaning of the translated text. In line with that, Amalia in 2007 said that for others of the domesticating ideology, words such as Mr., Mrs., Uncle, Aunt, and so on must be translated into Indonesian language, so that the entire translation presents as a part of the Indonesian language so that it can be accepted by the reader. Meanwhile, it was found that 13.5% of students choose to use foreign section ideology in processing a text. For example, in phrase Mandi Rubaya, because they use foreign section ideology that's oriented towards the source language, so when they translate the text, they didn't translate that phrase into English but retain the phrase as Mandi Rubaya, so that the readers can learn the element and cultural meaning contained in the source language. Aligned with that, Amalia in 2007 said, if a translator who adheres to the ideology of orientation doesn't translate the words Mr., Mrs., Mom, Dad, and a number of other foreign words in translation from English into Indonesian language, for the reason that such greetings are no longer foreign to Indonesian readers and other reasons, what he suggests is that children acquire knowledge of other cultures. And for the conclusion, from 10 words and phrases containing cultural terms in the narrative text in Tasek Malin Kundang, it was found that English language education study program students at Lambung Mangkurat University use all the ideologies proposed by Senussi in 1995, page 20 until 21. The result is that students mostly use unification ideology, which is 173 times with a percentage of 89, 86.5%, whereas foreign ideology is used 20 times with percentage of 13.5%. The conclusion, based on the result of interview and discussion, the students mostly use the domestication ideology because by using the domestication ideology in translating, uh, then the readers will find it easier to understand the meaning of translation text. Thus, by using foreignization ideology, the readers can learn the element and cultural meaning contained in the source language. I think that's all. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Cindy Kusuma Pertiwi, for the presentations.
Kusuma,
You have 1 minute left. Thank you.